story mein end of story lah. Okay, just a few more things only, don't worry. So, the last thing we learn is actually the origin. So with that, the assembler directives is actually concluded. I mean, those are the different assembler directives that you'll be using. Of course, if you notice in the slide, there are a few others, but we won't be using them, so that's why we didn't cover. So the next portion that we're going to see is actually the program development procedure. Here we can go a bit fast, that's why I said don't go back first. We have still like 4 minutes before 7:45. Program development procedure. Now this one will be something similar to your question number 5 in your finals. So question number 5 in final is something like an open-ended, where you need to actually write the pseudocode. Pseudocode means it's half code and half English language. So you can say more or less you are using English language but you are representing it in a programming format. So that is pseudocode. So why we have to go through this procedure is because question 5 demands this procedure. That means first thing what you need to do is you need to identify what is actually the problem at hand. And the next thing, once you have identified the problem, what is the problem that you want to actually solve? Don't worry, later we'll take example and we'll try to solve this, so not to worry. So once you have identified the problem, the next thing you do is you try to develop the algorithm by using the pseudocode or flowchart. Why do you want to use a pseudocode or flowchart? Because it gives you a rough idea on how your program is supposed to go. It's not a program yet, huh? It's not the you're not writing assembly language yet. You're just writing how you think your program should progress. How you think it should progress. But it's not the coding yet. So you can just use the pseudocode means you just use like simple English language. Okay, first we initialize the port. Second, okay, we turn on this one. Third, check the switch whether it's on or off. You're just writing in terms of the sequence of solving the problem. It is not the assembly language yet. So once you have written that, we also have actually done this. Do you realize in tutorial 2, what the first thing we do? We try to identify what is the problem definition, what the question wants. Then what we do is we do the algorithm development. Of course, we didn't use pseudocode or we didn't use flowchart, but what we did, we actually drew pictures, right? We drew pictures. Okay, first, okay, do this one first. Move from here to here, and we draw arrow. Then we label this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. And then what's the third step we did? We actually And then what the third thing we do is from that visual block, then we actually converted it into assembly instruction sequence, right? So that's actually basically how we actually want to do this program development procedure. Of course, the testing program, how do we do that? We actually use MPLAB. Do you notice that in tutorial we actually use MPLAB to verify whether what we did is it right or not. So basically, in terms of the program development procedure, we have already done it. But that is for a small task. Maybe later on you have a bigger. Of course, question number 5 is going to be not going to be something like tutorial 2. Definitely, it's going to be something a bit more harder. But you follow the same program. Follow the same steps. So you should have the step 1, step 2, step 3 if you want to write it in terms of pseudocode. Or you can actually use flowcharts. So we will actually exercise this later on. We'll see during tutorial class how to do some flowcharts. So these are some of the flowchart standard shapes. For the terminal or start or stop, we actually use this shape. For a process, we use square. For input or outputting, we use a prism shape. And then we use diamond for decision. And you have the on-page connector. That means you want to connect it, you don't want to just put a line. The off-page connector is like this. This is off-page connector. On the same page means, that means yes means you want to send to a subroutine, you can use the on-page connector. Off-page means it comes like this. So we will learn how to use these few symbols in our tutorial class. So, coming back to our assembly language program template. Now you all have already seen this format, right? Actually currently we are using like this. This is the standard thing that we are actually using. But in chapter 6, we will actually learn how to enter something, some instructions in between. So until chapter 6, we are going to keep it like this. So the program start template, do not disturb it until chapter 6. Is it okay? So in terms of the case issues, the instructions, okay, we'll finish this fast. Never mind, 37:45. So thank you very much for coming. Hope to see you tomorrow Tuesday, right? Yeah, tomorrow Tuesday night class.